Hello everyone, my name's Sarah Jo. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be looking at the new Howard Benson Vocals plugin by Joey Sturgis Tones. This is meant to be an all-in-one plugin to make your dry vocal tracks sound great from start to finish without using any other plugin. So we're going to do an overview of the plugin, we're going to look at its features, and I'm also going to show you how it works with other Joey Sturgis plugins for guitar. The song I'm going to be using today is called Wake by my band Angerthought, and I'm going to be using the Toneforge Misha Mansoor for my guitar tracks. So this song has already been released, but as you can see, I have a mic here. So I'm going to be recording a new vocal track so I can use it to show you how the plugin works. So before we check out the plugin, I want to give a thank you to Joey Sturgis Tones for sponsoring this video and giving me a chance to try it out. So let's get started. Alright, so now it's time to talk about this plugin. I'm going to show you what it looks like first. So as you can see here, there are 7 modules. There is one for vocals, which is a compressor. There is an EQ, which is self-explanatory, a multiplier, which kind of tries to emulate the sound of several vocal tracks on top of each other. Then the 4th one here is a width module. The 5th is an echo, which is a delay. The 6th is called space, which is a reverb. And then the last one here is an output module, which just pretty much just controls the volume of what's happening. Alright, so the first little guy here, we have the vocals module. I'm not sure why they didn't just call it a compressor, but we have a compressor's little knob right here, a gain knob with an auto makeup button, and then a grip knob, and also a 2 warmth button. So this is what my track sounds like on its own. I'm going to play a little snippet of it. This is without any effects.
This is me, of my fantasy, I'm riding the wake.
And this is it with all of the other tracks.
This is me, of my fantasy, I'm riding the wake. This new side of me, I'm flooding the space.
So you can't really hear it very well with all the other things going on in the mix. So let's solo it again. And let's hear what happens when I turn up the compressor a little bit.
This is me, of my fantasy, I'm riding the wake.
I'd probably keep that about right here. Nice. Alright, so let's go to the EQ module now. Alright, so this is the EQ module. So we have high, mids, and lows that you can play with, a little compressor button, a little high pass filter button, and a lo-fi button. So for this guy, I'm just going to turn up the mids a little bit. Let's see what the lo-fi button does.
This is me, of my fantasy.
Oh, that sounds really cool.
I'm riding the wake.
Alright, so that was pretty self-explanatory. Let's move along to the multiplier. So let's move to a different part of this song so you don't have to listen to the same thing over and over again. Alright, so the multiplier seems pretty fun. Alright, so this is what it sounds like without.
Feel your mind, feel the peace, let the rage go.
And this is what it sounds like with. I'm going to turn the amount up to about half, and the offset up to about half also.
Feel your mind, feel the peace, let the rage go.
That sounds really nice. It really does sound like I tracked more than one vocal track. So I feel like what this does is it takes the original track and then doubles it, and to the second track it just kind of makes it a little drunk, kind of manipulates it a little bit to sound slightly different. And the more you turn up the offset, the more drunk it sounds. Alright, cool. I'm going to turn the multiplier off while we explore the other modules in the plugin, but I'm going to leave it at those settings so we can come back to it later. Alright, so this one is the width. This one I feel like I can use in pretty much any vocal track that I have. Let's turn the width up to halfway and see what happens.
Feel your mind, feel the peace, let
Nice.
the raids go.
Let's turn it all the way up.
Feel your mind, feel the peace, let the raids go.
Nice. So I can really use this in pretty much every vocal track that I make. I really like how this sounds, and I'm really excited that they included this in the plugin. Now let's go to the next module. I'm going to cut the width off so that we can really hear what the next modules sound like on their own. Alright, so this one is going to be fun. This one is called the Echo, and it's a delay module. So I made a mistake here. This is going to sound a little weird because the project file that I'm working in, the grid isn't lined up with the song that I'm playing. I just kind of popped the song in there and put some vocals over it. So the delay isn't going to line up, but you can still get an idea of what it sounds like. So this is what it sounds like with the amount knob turned up halfway.
This is me, of my fantasy. I'm riding the wake.
Okay, so let's switch this mode right here and see what that does.
This is me,
I like
of
that
my
better.
fantasy. I'm riding the wake.
Let's try a dotted quarter note.
This is me, of my fantasy. I'm riding the wake.
That's going to be really fun to play with. But cool. I don't use delay on my vocals very much, but I feel like this can really come in handy at the right time. I'm going to turn that guy off so we can move on to the next one. Alright, so this one is called Space. And I think I could use this for pretty much any vocal track that I have. So I'm going to turn the amount up halfway. Actually, screw it, let's go all the way up. Just for fun. And let's see what that sounds like.
This is me, of my fantasy. I'm riding the wake.
It sounds like I'm at the end of a very long and wide hallway. Like I can't even see myself right now, I'm so far away. That sounds really good. Now let's turn the size all the way down and see what that sounds like.
This is me, of my fantasy.
Let's go up halfway.
I'm riding the wake. This new side of me, I suddenly space.
Nice. Alright. So let's play with the next one. Alright, so this little guy is called the output. It's pretty self-explanatory, but let's go over a couple things. So this knob here controls the gain. Obviously, it's basically the point of this module is to control the volume. I'm going to keep it at 50. I don't really need to turn anything up. And this little button right here switches the output from the last position in the signal chain to the first. Okay, so for the sake of showing you what this button does, I'm going to turn on all the effects that I have so far and turn up the gain knob a little bit. Here is the button while it is off, and the output module is the last thing in the signal chain.
Feel your mind, feel the peace, let the raids go.
And here it is with the button on.
Feel your mind, feel the peace, let the rain.
So you can see a big difference there. And other than that, we have a limiter button. I'm going to keep that guy on. Going to move this guy back down. And yeah, this power button, let's see, what does this guy do? Oh, it literally just turns the plugin on and off. Okay, awesome. Alright, so I'm going to show you what I have for the whole signal chain. I'm going to turn everything that I need on and show you what the track sounds like with the plugin by itself. Alright, so this is what I have for the entire plugin. So as you can see here, I used the compressor a tiny bit. I turned on the auto makeup button for the gain, and I did not use any of the grit. For the EQ, I just turned up the mids a little bit. For the multiplier, I turned the offset up a little bit and the amount up to, let's turn it up to half. And for the width, I added almost half of the width and took the range. I can't see those little numbers. It looks like it's all the way up to 25. And I turned on the mono low end button. And I am not using any of the echo right now. I am using the space. I turned them, the size and the amount up pretty much halfway. And for the output, I turned the gain up a hair and turned the limiter button on. So let's see what that sounds like.
This is me, oh my fantasy, I'm wide awake.
And this is with everything turned off, so you can hear it again.
This is me, of my fantasy, I'm riding the wake.
Okay, awesome. So let's listen to what the song sounds like with the vocals in the mix.
This is me, of my fantasy, I'm riding the wake. This new side of me has suddenly spaced. Feel your mind, feel the peace, let the rays go. This is just the price of everything, and this is just the price of everything you are. I'm talking to you, the mystery of that. Although I dismiss my other side, the mystery of that.
This vocal plugin works really well with other Joey Sturgis Tones guitar plugins. In the song that you just heard, I am using the Misha Mansoor Toneforge on my guitar tracks. And I'm not going to go into too much detail about that because I already did a demo for it a while back. I'm going to link that in the description, as well as the Spotify link for the song. Alright, so I love this plugin. Thank you for watching. I think they did a really great job with making this as user-friendly as possible. I want to give a shout out to Joey Sturgis Tones again for sponsoring this video, and I want to thank you for watching until the end if you're still here. And I hope to see you next time.